Ooh, the sign right there on my screen, it says, "Now I'm live, now I'm live." It's the Livingston Taylor Show, and don't worry, I'm just a little early, and so I won't start playing for a bit. Well, I won't start playing anything organized for a bit. Okay, I'm looking at my producer and she says, "No, don't go yet, don't go yet. I know you wanna go, don't go yet, don't go yet, don't go yet. Don't you start the Livingston Taylor Show." I'm looking at her, can I get the word? Oh, don't you know I can't go, although I want to. All right, I got the word. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is you walking down the street? Is you set to bust a move? When the speakers out on Broadway play a monumental groove, the crowd is getting surly. Certainly it behooves Livy to keep it straight and smooth on the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor. Oh, it's the Livingston Taylor. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Ooh, sure is fun to be with you again. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. Today, the Livingston Taylor Show and our sponsors today are, once again, as usual, WMVY, listener-supported radio on Martha's Vineyard. Now, because we're back, let me see, last week, I think it was last week, we were in Watertown. We were outside of Boston in Watertown, in the suburb that we live, and we broadcast from there. But now we're back on Martha's Vineyard Island for this Livingston Taylor Show. Also, as many of you know, I have a little airplane, and I was getting some radio work done on my airplane, and I was at Plymouth Airport, Papa Yankee Mike Airport. That's near Cape Cod, Plymouth, Massachusetts, Pilgrims. Yeah, you got that. Anyhow, there I ran into an old and a dear friend of mine, Mike Goulian. And Mike Goulian Air Shows is one of our sponsors today because Mike Goulian is one of the great aerobatic pilots in the world. He's a 3-time national aerobatic champion. This guy can fly the heck out of an airplane, and I love it when somebody calls me says I'm a really good pilot. And by the way, I'm fine. I'm a safe pilot, and I do fine. When you see a really good pilot, when you see a Mike Goulian who flies with such incredible grace and skill, whew, that's a real pilot. Now also, so if Mike Goulian air shows, what happens is that there are air shows all over the world, and Mike goes and flies aerobatics at those shows. He's a great entertainer. Ooh. Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels. It's mealsonwheelsamerica.org. Meals on Wheels. We really want to emphasize on the Livingston Taylor Show this notion of Thanksgiving coming up, and we've now transitioned out of voting. Apparently we were very successful because a record number of people voted. Okay, well, maybe it wasn't directly because of the Livingston Taylor Show, but anyhow, we're now transitioning to food organizations that and Meals on Wheels, particularly important, feeding the elderly, feeding people who have limited mobility, and obviously essential in these times. And last but not least, as a sponsor today, are Steel Power Tools. They've sponsored us before, and they're sponsoring us again today. One of the things that's very exciting about Steel Power Tools is that obviously we've been using gasoline as a energy storage device, gasoline, because it is so incredibly energy dense. Its energy density is unbelievable, and it's relatively safe place to store dense energy. Sadly, it creates carbon dioxide as you burn it, and that's problematic. My producer is looking at me and saying, don't you wander off on irrelevant tangents. Anyhow, Steel Power Tools has really been pioneering the use of, instead of using gasoline, using battery powered, using lithium ion storage devices, chemical energy storage in batteries. And they're, you gotta move on. My producer can't take this anymore. Steel Power Tools. Very exciting. Maybe we'll have just a Livingston Taylor show about energy density. Okay, no, we won't. Anyhow, let's get down to another song. So I made this boxed set of records from live shows from the from the very early 70s, essentially 50 years of live shows, playing in live shows. It's been what I love to do. But one of the songs that really knocked me out to hear again was a song that I knew because of Ray Charles's version, and he'd say, let me tell you about a girl I know. She's my baby and she lives next door. In the morning when the sun comes up, she gives me coffee in my favorite cup, and that's how I know. Oh, hallelujah, I love her so. When I'm in trouble and I have no friends, she sticks by me until the very end. She loves to kiss me and to hug me tight. She says, oh, you know it's gonna be alright, and that's how I know. Oh, oh, hallelujah, I love her so. When I'm at home and I'm all alone, I call my baby on the telephone. Before I count from 1 to 4, I hear my baby knocking at my door. In the evening when the sun goes down and there's nobody left around, she loves to kiss me and to hug me tight. She says, don't you know it's gonna be alright? And that's how I know. Oh, hallelujah, I love, hallelujah, I love, hallelujah, I love, hallelujah, I love. Oh, don't you know, hallelujah, I love her, hallelujah, hallelujah, I love her so. Good. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, hallelujah, I love her so. And the great Ray Charles. You know, one of the things about Ray Charles that is so amazing, and I'd love you to go, all music is completely accessible these days with various streaming services. So you simply say, play some Ray Charles. That's, of course, you say that after you say, play some Livingston Taylor. But play some Ray Charles. And the thing to listen to with Ray is the absolute miraculous time that he's got. His inner time is just amazing. And so often for people who are making music, the time gets confused. So if you can get that time going in your body. Ba-do-ba-da-bop, bop. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you people who are looking to make music, get that time going. Don't ask your guitar to both play the chords and to keep the time. You will make it too busy, and it will do one or the other poorly. And don't allow your guitar to be anything other than the best it can be. Internalize your time. Indeed. This is a song called I Wish I Were a Cowboy. Wish I were a cowboy. Okay, let me start that again. Wish I were a cowboy, riding through the wide open spaces. And if you like cowboys, maybe you'd like me too. Wish I were summer, sweet honeysuckle in the soft warm evening. And if you missed summer, maybe you'd miss me too. That's right, I'm a space cadet. Never met a birthday I couldn't forget. Never met a girl that I could not lose. Without your love, I'm singing the blues. Wish I were a baby, fast asleep in the arms of his mother. And if I were brand new, maybe you'd love me too. Oh, maybe I'd stop being so blue. Maybe I'd be with you. I remember so clearly writing that song remember where I was. And that often happens when a song shows up. It's such a monumental occasion that you really remember all the things that surrounded it. Let's do birthdays and anniversaries quickly. Okay, birthdays and anniversaries. Starting with Susan Clip.
Either sell or tell. I don't know which, if it's a soft C or a hard C.
Selments, Susan Selments, November 10th, birthday, November 10th. Susie Wicks, now her birthday is November 16th. Happy birthday, Susie. And then we've got another tongue-twisting name. We've got Linda Ebbets Sukich. Linda Ebbets Sukich. November 16th. Well, happy birthday, Linda. Anniversary, Ted and Gretchen. Ted and Gretchen, it's their anniversary. And November 16th, Mike, that's a U that you have here, correct? Mike U. And that's November 19th, Mike U. And then Livingston Taylor, Liv Taylor, his birthday is November 21st. I usually sort of ignore these things, but this November 21st, this will be my 70th birthday. Wow. I just, gee, it went quick. As my viewers who have turned 70, you will know, you will agree with me at just how quickly it went by. And yeah, 70 is very compelling. 40 is interesting. 50, 50, who cares? 60, yawn. 70 is quite compelling because the statistical information is very clear. The thing that happens, though, as you approach 70 is you're able to go into such a state of gratitude because you suspected you were playing with the house's money after the age of 50. But certainly after 70, you know that all of it is an unbelievable gift. To be able to play music, to be able to be here, to be able to forgive others. But what you get at 70, is the ability to forgive yourself. And that's a very, very pleasant feeling, to say to yourself, it's okay. It's okay. And so, yeah, earlier you can forgive others, but 70 you get to forgive yourself. And that's that takes a lot of the pressure off too. Because when you forgive yourself, what you're left with is a stunning quantity of joy. All right, what have I got here? Oh gosh, I won't play a lot of this, I promise. But the year was 1941. And Richard Rogers, who had been working with Richard Rogers, who had been working with Larry Hart for years, finally got fed up at the fact that Larry was hard to find and just a difficult person. And so he went to Lorenz Hart and he said, listen, I need you to show up. I need you to be there. I need you to be around and available. And if you can't, I'm going to do this project with Oscar Hammerstein II. And the project, of course, became Oklahoma. They weren't calling it that at the time. And Loren's Hart looked at Richard Rodgers and said, I'm done. Work with Oscar. You'll do beautiful work together. So Richard Rodgers met, this is the story, and if it's not the truth, never let the truth get in the way of a really good story. Anyhow, the story is that Oscar Hammerstein and Richard Rodgers met, and Oscar left him a group of lyrics, a little bundle of lyrics, neatly assembled and typed out. And Richard Rodgers went back to his apartment and he started working. And he called Oscar Hammerstein on the phone. And this is what he played over the phone to the lyrics that Oscar had left off. And it opened their first collaboration together, which opened on March 31st, 1943. 1943. And the lead walks out on stage and says, there's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing right up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Wow, what a collaboration that was. Hearts were exploding around us as we drifted south in the bay. The gray up above and the gray down below left us with nothing to say. So we drifted along in the silence till the tickle of life trickled in, and the rhythm began in the hiss of the sand. We were catching fire again. Oh, boatman, I am a river, I am a mountain to the sea. Oh, boatman, taker and giver, can you deliver for me? Can I forever run free? We finally caught up with the legends. We were walking side by side. We worked up a plan to go hand in hand, but the long trail wasn't that wide. The water around us was freezing. We laughed and we threw ourselves in, and although we were old, the sting of that cold trumped up that feeling. Here it is again. Oh, boatman, I am a river, I am a mountain to the sea. Oh, boatman, taker and giver, can you deliver for me? And can I forever run free? I'm a message in a bottle, drifting on a deep blue sea, waiting for some distant shore, waiting for someone to be. Oh, boat, I am a river, I am a mountain to the sea. Oh, boatman, taker and giver, can you deliver for me? And can I forever run free? I remember so clearly writing that one. I was floating a river, the Alsek River in southeastern Alaska, and we pulled into this bay, and the glaciers were blue-green, and the water, filled with glaciers. Well, you can imagine how cold it was. Yeah, 32 degrees. And as we drift along, there was so much silt and sand in the water, and that it would hiss. It would hiss on the bottom of the boats as we went along. Oh man, how much fun is it to write those songs? Now let me see. Ooh, upcoming shows. Upcoming shows. Yes. Not a lot of upcoming shows, given sort of the re-flood of COVID and that sort of reemergence. It's limited what we can do. But a show that is still going on, and I had a discussion on the phone this morning about this show at the November 21st birthday show. Whose birthday? My birthday show. And I had a discussion with the people there, and it was a very detailed discussion about protocol, about masking, about social distancing, about a limited capacity. It's at the Ridgefield Playhouse, Ridgefield, Connecticut, at 8 p.m. on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 21st of November, the actual day that I was born in 1950. So rest assured that all precaution has been taken, and yes, and we take all of these things very, very seriously. All right, maybe I'll see you there, and that would sure be a joy for me. Now, let me see if I can break out this banjo one more time. You know, some of you write me, and one of the great things about COVID, and there are not that many great things about COVID, but it certainly has gotten me back to playing my banjo. Wait a second, I want to get those hands in a place where you can see them. cross and felt, I punch holes in the ground. I am crazy, so they say, but they still come around. They need water for their lives. I dig wells by trade. They bring money, they bring hope, and the deal gets made. I kissed a pretty girl one time, and she kissed me back. She left me with our daughter, and she walked north up the track. We got a postcard from Detroit, a Chevy framed in blue. She wished for us an easy life, but it has not come true. Henry, can you find me water? Henry, I do love your daughter. April grew up strong and tall, the willow in the spring. She never spoke a single word, but softly she would sing strange November melodies of lost December lies. No man that I ever saw could catch her blue-green eyes. From dusk to dawn, we're in the woods with my drilling gear. The glade is still and peaceful, but the roar is all I hear. The tailings rise up from below, and by the end of day, they bring water, they have life, and I just fade away. Henry, can you find me water? Henry, I do love your daughter. God, I love that banjo. So what a joy to have been able to get back to that. Oh, I'm getting the word. Ooh, we're running out of time. Dang. All right. Yeah, we are going to wrap this up again. My thanks to my sponsors, WMVY, Mike Goulian Air Shows. Sort of weird last name. Unbelievable to see this man fly and see the magic that he can create in 3-dimension. Meals on Wheels. So important, so worth supporting. Meals on Wheels, America.org. Steel Power Tools. Remarkable what they're doing using electricity as a energy power source. Gas if as well, but the electricity is really exciting. Ooh, I'm very enthusiastic about that future, and I think it's going to be coming on to us very quickly. Let's just get that energy density up, energy density of batteries, and this drives my producer crazy when I talk about this stuff. Would it help if I spoke about energy density in a song? Thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes to hang with me this afternoon. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's It's the Livingston Taylor Show. You never know where it's gonna go. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. Is he sinking in a boat? Is he wrecking in a plane? Does he even understand that the devil needs the rain? Is he casually eccentric or actually insane? What stork brought that brain? It's the Livingston Taylor Show. It's the Livingston Taylor Show. We're out of time. We gotta go. We'll be back next Tuesday, I know. Plenty of songs for me to show. We'll turn on the tap and we'll let it flow. Oh, the Livingston Taylor Show. I love you guys. I'll see you.